Dear colleagues, we continue our working day. Please be quiet in that part of the room. I'm happy to introduce Archbishop Borys Gudziak, who is the president of Ukrainian Catholic University, who is the Archbishop of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church from in the will talk about Nadiya Savchenko, the Ukrainian pilot who has been on a hunger strike for more than 75 days, who's kept prisoner in Russia. This year will be awarded the prize for moral leadership, Light of Justice. Now I'm probably speaking in front of you not as the Archbishop in Paris, but as the president of Ukrainian Catholic University. Esteemed dear friends, I am happy to inform you today and via you inform the public that 2 days ago the capital of the award Light of Justice made the decision to award this title, the Light of Justice, to the Ukrainian pilot Nadiya Savchenko. The award, the Light of Justice, was founded by a Ukrainian of Canadian citizenship, Anastasia Shkilnik, in memory of her father Mikhailo, who was a government official of Ukrainian People's Republic 100 years ago, who was the judge in Peremyshlyane in western Ukraine, and he was very kind, very responsible to people and to the law. He's also known in history for saving the life of Rabbi Rokach Bebelz, the leader of Orthodox Jews of Western Europe. So that among Ukrainians in modern Ukraine to support the examples of moral leadership. Anastasia Shkilnik founded the prize. The first laureates were Yevgen Sverstyuk, Mustafa Djemilev, and the activist from Lugansk, Larissa Zalivna. Nadiya Savchenko is the fourth recipient of that award. The award is to be awarded on the 22nd of April, but it is announced today because we cannot waste a single minute in our common fight and attempt and support to our laureate, Nadiya Savchenko. And the most important event in Ukraine, event that touched upon the whole world, influenced the whole world, is the Revolution of Dignity in Maidan, the uprising of millions. This march from fear to the dignity which was given by God is basically the competition for justice, for the truth of the God. And the award Light of Justice is looking for examples which could be for us an inspiration, which could give us the power to defeat different injustice. Corruption, for example, is a big problem in Ukraine. This young girl, young woman, sets an example which could be an example for every man in Ukraine and in the world. We're looking for strength, not to get broken. Mikhailo Shkilnik was a just judge. He had never had even any thoughts about corruption. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur or a judge in Ukraine, a student, a professor, because corruption and different forms of this surround us. It's not easy to be in the front line, moral and military front line. Nadiya Savchenko combines moral strength with her duty as a person who has the uniform. She was defending peace in Iraq. She was the first woman in peacekeeping units of Ukraine. She was defending the integrity of our state, territorial integrity. Today she's defending the law and the dignity given by Lord. This award is announced today because we hope that these gestures could say something to authorities who neglect her lawful rights. We want to encourage other people to be courageous, brave, and stand strong in this fight against injustice. And we want also to say to Nadiya Savchenko that she, at this stage, has achieved a lot. What she has done is done, and we want to invite Nadiya Savchenko to be with us on the 22nd of April in Kiev so that she receives the award. According to the previous recipient of the award, Mustafa Dzhemilev, we want to encourage her to join Ukrainians, not to make further steps which will take her further away from us. Mustafa Dzhemilev says, Nadiya, we will liberate you. Keep strong. Be alive. Stay with us. I am open to your questions. Thank you. Any questions? Everything's absolutely clear. Pray for Nadiya. Wait a second. As far as I know, Mustafa Dzhemilev requested Nadiya to stop hunger, starvation. Did you address her with the same proposal? There are different addresses, public addresses, private addresses. Very often the church, when it speaks to her children, does that not in front of the TV cameras. I can tell you that there's different communication taking place with Nadiya Savchenko. And all are recognizing her courage and encouraging her. Today, once she has done her mission to relay this to the whole world, not to bring some joy to illegal authorities who keep her detained, but to live with us, fight with us, and be example for us, and the light for justice for many years ahead. Pray for her, and we will be praying so that everything's fine with Nadiya. Thank you all for presence, for attention, and for our joint fighting. God bless you. Our next